Hey Stargazers, my name is Taylor. Welcome back to part 2 of Storyteller. In the last video, we stopped once we completed chapter 5, so obviously next up is chapter 6, The Manor. Ooh, the first one's called Murder. I didn't know this game would even go down this path, you know, but like, I'm kind of loving every second of it, I cannot lie. Okay, Butler's Rampage. Okay, so we've got a Butler, Duke, and Duchess here. So right away, I feel like obviously the Butler is gonna go a little crazy here. If I've learned anything in this game is that you always have to make sure that the characters have some sort of motive. Like the witch didn't curse anybody unless they made her angry first or whatever. So I'm thinking that we have to give the Butler some kind of reason too. But let's go ahead and see what the ballroom does first, mainly because I'm a little terrified of this scene, I'm not gonna lie to you. But let's put the Butler and the Duke in here. Okay, so the Butler brings the Duke a drink, but then he requests another drink and just kind of like shoos him off. What if I like, this is not related to this one, I know that, but like I just want to see. Like what if I have the Butler, yeah, okay, that's what I thought would happen. He gets the Duke's new drink, so will the Duke take it? And then he asks for something new. Okay. I'm starting to understand why the Butler is going on this rampage at all. Okay, but anyway, let's see what the Duchess does. Oh, she does the exact same thing. Okay, cool. But maybe this is the motive that we need. Although the Butler doesn't seem like that upset. Like usually there's something that comes above their head, right? When they're like super angry, they have like the lines or whatever to like show you that they're angry. The Butler does not have that, but let's just try it. So what does this scene even do? Like if we put the, oh, okay, so he steals the gun. He goes and confronts the Duchess just because she didn't want the drink that he offered. Oh, I do not like the just like gaping hole. Okay. But that's not actually it. I mean, I'm assuming because, you know, like it's a rampage, he kills both of them. So like, does he not need the motive? Oh, okay, he does not need a reason. Let's just move these two back. But then we can add another ballroom scene where the Butler, he goes and decides to, just have a little chat with the Duke. That's all. Don't even worry about the gaping hole in his chest or anything. It's totally fine. All right, there we go. I guess some characters don't need a motive after all, so just completely ignore what I said. The Butler is simply just insane. Duke feels relief. Okay, so, oh, the gun is the only scene we have for this one. Okay, so what does the Duke do with the gun? Oh, okay. He just like admires it. It's his most prized possession, I suppose. I mean, why else would he just be weirdly rubbing it up like that? Okay, please don't take that out of context. Okay, but he does that, and then the Butler takes it, but we can't actually have him like shoot the Duke or anything, because like we can't put two characters in the gun scene, so they can't interact with each other at all, actually. But he takes the gun, and I mean, there's nothing else to do, so I guess he puts it back. That makes absolutely no sense. Okay, well, if the Duke like cares so much about the gun, I'm sure that he can see that it's missing actually, because obviously the gun is not there. So if we put the Duke here, there we go. So he's really like distraught over this. He is very concerned about his gun. So then the Butler puts it back. Oh wait, we need to move stuff around. Hold on, what am I doing? Hold on, this is an interesting story. Butler steals gun, Butler puts gun back. Duke admires gun, and then he does it again. What a wonderful story. Okay, you know what? Let's just restart. Here we go. We've got an empty canvas, if you will. So, first off, the Butler steals the gun, and then the Duke sees that his gun is missing. Then the Butler has a change of heart and decides, you know what? I don't want to murder anybody today. I'm gonna put the gun back. And then the Duke sees that his most prized possession has been safely returned. And there we go. Okay, perfect. I love how the Duke like does not question what happened with it whatsoever. Like all he cares about is that it's back. Like he truly does not care if someone stole it in the first place. What if it's like not even your gun? Like it's just a replica. I don't think he cares. Anyway. Murderer is arrested. Okay. We have a detective this time, and we also have a new scene. Okay, got it. Okay, so obviously the butler is gonna have to steal the gun again, and then he's going to go and do his thing, you know? But then he actually feels a little guilty about it. Look at him, so full of guilt. And then he goes and talks to the detective and is like, I've messed up. I deserve to be in jail. I'm sorry, I did it. Okay, perfect. He confessed at the scene of the crime and got arrested. So there we go. Oh, someone gets arrested. So not necessarily the murderer this time. Okay, interesting. I have no idea how I would do that. Okay, well, actually, let's just try getting the butler caught first. Just because I'm sure that this is probably a level with like the two or like with the like extra challenge thing, you know? I don't even know what it's called, like the bonus, whatever. So we're just gonna have the butler do his thing, you know? He's probably feeling a crazy sense of deja vu at this point, but he shoots the Duke and then, how would I get the detective to like know that it was him without the butler confessing? I mean, we don't have many options, so like I guess we can just try things. That's obviously not correct. Why did I just put him back when I just said it wasn't correct? What am I doing? Is he gonna shoot the okay. He doesn't. He just hides the gun. Okay, how do you not see that, dude? He so obviously has something to do with it, man. Like, come on, step up your game. Okay, fine. Enough of that. Obviously it's gonna have to do with the gun. Does he just put the gun back? Wait. So if he puts the gun back, he wasn't like wearing any gloves or anything. So like, are his fingerprints on there or something? I watch so many crime shows. I should have thought of that like way sooner, but sure. But okay, so he puts the gun back and then we're gonna have the detective come up and like investigate it. Yes, oh my God, I'm so smart. He finds freaking fingerprints on the gun. Okay. And now that he's like got the evidence that it was the butler, he's gonna go ahead and confess the butler in the ballroom and arrest him. Okay, perfect. And yes, okay, it is one with the bonus thing, so we can get the wrong person arrested. How would I do that? Okay, wait, actually, if I remember correctly, the Duke here loves his gun so much that he has to like touch and caress it, you know, as you would. So like, does he get the fingerprints on the gun when he does that? But in order to do that, we would actually need to kill the Duchess instead of the Duke. So I'm so sorry about this, babes, but and then we're gonna have the butler put the gun back, and then without knowing what has happened, I think the Duke is gonna come up and just admire his gun. But he did touch the gun, which means his fingerprints should be on the gun now. So if the detective comes and looks at it, does he get arrested instead of me? Oh my God, I'm so smart. Okay. The detective can go confront the Duke and arrest him. Oh, I feel kind of bad. Okay, chapter 7, Crown Intrigue. Okay. Please tell me there's like a king or a queen or just like some type of royalty, you know? Also, I just now realized what this little like artwork is on the side here. Like, is somebody pushing somebody off a cliff right now? I honestly haven't been paying attention to everything on the side of the chapters. Should I have been? Anyway, 4 deaths. Okay, but we only have 2 characters. That's interesting. Also, neither of these characters is a queen or a king, so I guess I was wrong about that. But we have 2 characters, so I guess they're just going to die repeatedly. But just based on the little like artwork next to the chapter, I'm assuming that somebody pushes somebody off of this cliff here. And just looking at these 2 characters, like just looking at the Baron's face especially, you cannot tell me that this man isn't a little evil. I think that the Baron here and the butler would get along quite nicely. Also, I don't even know what a Baron is. Like, am I even saying that right? I seriously don't know. I really hope so, because that's gonna be embarrassing if it's not. that. But you know what? At this point, I don't think I pronounce anything correctly, so it's whatever. Anyway, back to, you know, what we're trying to do here. Let's go ahead, put the knight on the edge of the cliff. Oh, he's so scared. Look at him. You can back away, you know, like you have all this space behind you. Just take a step back. It'll be okay, dude. But then the Baron comes up behind him and it's just, okay, he will do that. I mean, sure. I don't know why. What is your motive here, dude? Like, what are you trying to accomplish here, Baron? Then what? Can, like, the knight push the Baron off, like, as a ghost? Oh, he wants a crown. Does that mean there is going to be a king or a queen later? Okay, guys, hold on. We might be introduced to some royalty later. But can the knight, like, push the Baron off as a ghost? Oh, okay. So the knight scares the Baron off of the cliff. I like to imagine that the knight didn't even intend to kill the Baron. The Baron just like got so scared that he instinctively just like tries to get away without any regards for the I don't know, the like 1,000-foot drop in front of him. Okay, but can we just like keep killing the Baron? Like if we get him to come back, can we just have the knight scare him away again? Okay, so there we go. There's 3 deaths and then we'll just do it again. You'd think the Baron would learn his lesson by now. Like the universe is giving him so many chances and yet he still comes back to this cliff and thinks like it's gonna be fine, but in fact it is not. You can only be given so many chances, so I think that at this point it is just, this is not my fault. Sorry, dude. The queen is rescued. Okay, I knew there had to have been some like royalty in here. I am actually a genius. No, really, if I didn't edit this video at all, you would see just how long I take on some of these puzzles. It's actually a bit embarrassing. Puzzles are like the one thing that can make me feel so smart 1 second, but then like 2 seconds later, I feel like the dumbest person alive. Like it's actually, it's wonderful. Don't you love them? But anyway, we have a queen this time and a new kidnap scene. Okay, so obviously the Baron here is gonna have to kidnap the queen. So let's, when you put her in there first, she's just like standing there waiting for it to happen. Like, what are you doing in there, girl? But then the Baron comes up. Oh my god, are you serious? I don't know how effective that would be in reality, you know? You're like literally lifted like a foot off of the ground, but sure. Whatever. I'm not gonna question anything. But then I am assuming that the knight can come let her down. Okay, but there we go. That was incredibly easy. Thank you so much for making me feel smart, game. Oh, literally, I don't know how I didn't see this before. So we've got the queen is rescued and married or revenge. Okay, well, first off, I guess that the queen feels so grateful that the knight saved her that she like falls in love with him. I mean, you can see like she has a little heart here, so she's like falling in love with the knight. So I guess these two are just gonna go get married now. There we go. There's one of them down. And then for revenge, I think that the queen just has to kidnap the Baron just to like get back at him, you know? There we go. Okay. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised that the queen doesn't like behead him, to be honest with you. Like that just feels like something this game would do. Everyone sits on the throne. Okay, so first off, the queen is obviously already sitting on the throne. I don't think I'll need this scene though, so I'm gonna replace that with the cliff scene. I'm just going to assume that the Baron is just gonna, you know, push her off the cliff. There we go. So sorry, babes. So once she dies, the crown is up for grabs, and then the Baron comes in and takes it for himself. Then I think the Baron has gotta die, right? But like, I don't think the knight would do that, like at all. Like, would he? No, he's just sad. Oh wait, duh. I'm so stupid. We can have the ghost queen do it. There we go. She'd totally do it. But the queen gets her revenge and kills the Baron, so then the knight can go ahead and take the throne, take the crown. Oh, I need to have the queen sit on the throne first, don't I? Okay, let's move everything back one and add the throne scene. What am I saying? Add the throne scene so the queen can sit there. There we go. For some reason, I was just like, you know, she's already queen. I don't need her to sit on the throne, even though it literally tells me that's exactly what I need to do. But look at the knight. He's like the sole survivor, and he's so sad about the queen. Like, look at the poor guy. This is not what he wanted at all. What the heck is that word? Usurper, I think, I guess. I don't know how else I would say that. No idea what that means. Usurper is forgiven. Okay. English is not my strong suit, obviously. Yes, it is the only language I speak, but that doesn't mean anything, okay? Don't make fun of me. Oh my god, I just noticed there's a doggo. Whenever the dog is one of the characters, it is already one of my favorite puzzles. Okay, but these two are the only characters this time, so that means the dog is the culprit, and I kind of love that. Can the dog kidnap the queen? Like, what? Oh my god, he can. Honestly, if you manage to be kidnapped by a dog, perhaps you shouldn't be queen in the first place. Like, I don't want to judge you, but that dog is obviously smarter than you, babes. Like, I hate to say it, but come on. And hold on, does the dog take the crown for himself? Oh my god, it's so cute. I mean, you cannot lie. That dog looks pretty great on the throne. But now what? I guess the only thing we can do now is like the dog just like changes his mind and lets the queen go. I'd like to imagine that nobody questioned the dog being queen, so they gave him like all the responsibilities and then he regrets it because he's like, I don't want to do any of this. Girl, come back, please. But then I guess the queen is going to take back her... Oh, girl, he's a dog. Just take it off his head. Okay, but I guess the queen is gonna have to kidnap the dog. How dare you? Come on, just literally just take the crown. Like, that's basically what you're doing anyway. No need to put him in a cage. Look at him. He's so terrified. But then we're gonna have her get the crown. And once she gets the crown back, she actually forgives him and decides, oh my god, look at the poor puppy. He's so sad. Oh, queen, you better let him out right now. There we go. Can the dog just like be the queen's companion now? Like, can they just like be besties or something? But honestly, I think I prefer the dog being the ruler, but perhaps that's just me. The queen marries. Okay, so I don't think that she's just going to marry. I don't even want to get her married. Like, look at her. She's just like, no, I don't care. Get out of here. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to marry her. That's kind of the whole thing. So how do we do that? Because she needs to like the Baron, but she doesn't. Like, she does not like the Baron. She's not gonna marry him. But she might marry him if he disguises himself somehow. Okay, so I'm just going to assume there is some manipulation and lying with this one. So I don't think we need this. So let's go ahead, have the Baron put on the disguise. Why is it like a freaking dinosaur? Oh, it's probably a dragon, isn't it? That seems to fit the vibe a little bit better than a dinosaur. He kind of looks like a weird crocodile or alligator. I don't know the difference, okay? I don't care. It's fine. But he puts on the disguise and then he just casually decides to kidnap the queen. Oh my god, look at him. Can he take the disguise off? Okay. And then if he goes and rescues the queen as himself, I think the queen will like fall in love with him. I don't know why she doesn't question it at all. Like, she's like, yeah, some like dragon monster thing kidnapped me. I don't know what happened. Whatever, girl. She falls in love with him and then the two can get married. Okay, honestly, the only thing I learned from this puzzle is that the Baron is awful and I will have absolutely no problem killing him. So say what you will about that one. Okay, on to chapter 8, Secrets. The first one is red-handed, which is a little intriguing. Murderer gets arrested. Oh, this time we have a new scene. We have a witness scene this time. What does this even do? Let's just see. Oh, he's looking through some holes. Is that like, can you see? Oh my god. Oh, come on. You're telling me you wouldn't question these giant freaking eyes just staring into your soul through the painting? Like, come on. Okay. Well, now I know what we gotta do here. Okay, so the butler steals the gun, and then we're gonna have to make the detective look through the peepholes through the painting, and then the butler does his thing. I don't know how they don't notice shoots the freaking eyeballs. But there we go. The detective saw the crime go down, and that's all the evidence he needs. And then he goes and arrests the butler. I love how he's so like shocked, even though like, come on. Are you kidding me? You didn't notice this. Be for real right now. Butler gets fired. Okay, so what do I do here? Well, obviously it has something to do with the butler like stealing the gun. I just don't know how to get the Duke to like witness him stealing it because the witness scene is in the ballroom, like not whatever this room is. The only thing I can really think of is like having the Duke look through the holes in the painting, and then can we just like put the butler in here? Okay, there we go. He's just playing with the gun, showing it off to the mysterious eyes in the painting. And you can see the Duke gets angry, so I'm just going to assume that's all he needs to fire the butler. So can the Duke just go and confront him? Oh, he just gets shot. Okay. I really have no idea what the Duke was thinking. Like, come on, how stupid does it gotta be? I don't know why I didn't see that one coming. Okay, so the butler has to put the gun back first so he doesn't shoot the Duke. And then the Duke can go ahead and confront the butler. All right, there we go. Spouse gets vengeance. Okay, that sounds interesting. Okay, so first off, we're gonna make the butler steal the gun, as always. Then the Duchess needs to go stand behind the painting just cause, like, I don't know, maybe she just really hates the butler and, like, wants a good reason to fire him. I have no idea why she's just waiting before she knows anything is wrong, but whatever. But it's a good thing that she is because she witnesses the butler go and shoot the Duke, and then if she gets vengeance, that probably means she's gonna have to get the gun herself. So we're gonna have the butler put the gun back, and then the Duchess gets the gun for herself, and then she shoots the butler. I mean, you go, girl. He was asking for that one. Duchess gets murderer arrested. Okay, so I assume that she witnesses the murder and then she like tells the detective, I guess. So the butler takes the gun and then the Duchess is once again just standing behind the painting. It is her favorite pastime, obviously, but she sees the butler shoot her husband, and then instead of getting vengeance like she did in the last one, she goes ahead and tells the detective what she saw. And is that just like enough evidence for the detective? Like, he doesn't need to see it himself or anything. He just immediately arrests the butler. Oh wait, but the Duke isn't home. Okay, so what? So the Duchess is gonna have to die, right? Because like the Duchess isn't going to get the butler arrested for just like playing with the gun. Like that's not a thing. So how the heck do I do that? Well, we just got rid of the Duke and she still sees him with the gun and can still tell the detective that she saw the butler with a gun. So if the Duchess like dies now, the detective already knows that the butler has the gun. So will he just know that it was him immediately? Like, I don't know, let's try that. So if the butler shoots the Duchess and then the detective like knows that like, oh my god, the Duchess just died from like a gunshot wound and the butler is the only one with the gun. So obviously I'm gonna go arrest the butler. There we go. Okay, that one took a little bit of thinking, I'm not gonna lie to you. Chapter 9, Justice. Ooh, the first one is called Treason. Okay, that's interesting. Usurper dies. Okay, oh my god, there's an execution scene this time. The queen can behead people. I spoke too soon earlier. Oh my god, I just keep calling everything. I'm a genius. What can I say? Do I sound a little bit too happy about the ability to behead people? But the Baron kidnaps the queen and takes the crown for himself. But then luckily the knight finds the queen and lets her go so she can execute the, oh yeah, duh. She needs the crown first. So she actually kidnaps the Baron to get revenge and then takes the crown for herself again. So now she can actually execute the Baron. Oh my god. Okay. Look at her little like thumbs down. Like she's literally staring at this dude's head. Just a head. Oh, by the hand of the knight. Okay, so the knight needs to become king this time. So he has like the power to execute the baron. Okay, so we don't need the queen and these ones. Well, actually, the knight is obviously very upset about like what the baron did. So maybe he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna kidnap him. So he does that. And then can he take, I don't know if he'll take the crown though. So the queen is still alive, so he won't take the crown even if the queen doesn't have it. So I think that means the baron is gonna execute the queen. What? Does the knight just decide to, okay. Then the knight kidnaps the baron and then he takes the crown for himself, even though he's like really just, he's never happy about it. Like he just wants his queen to be the queen and he wants to be the knight. Like he doesn't want to change things. He likes things the way they are. But now that he has the power to do so, he's going to go ahead and execute the baron for what he did to the queen. Oh, the knight loses his head this time. Okay, so what? Does the knight like kidnap the queen? I don't know why he would do that. He's like in love with her. Does she kidnap him? No. Okay. Oh, does the queen literally just die? I don't know why I didn't try that first off. But now that the queen is dead, the knight gets the crown for himself. And then I guess the queen comes back to life. And does she like see that the knight took the crown and she's like angry now? So can she kidnap the knight? And then get the crown herself, except we still need one more scene. So I don't think we need this scene actually. So let's go ahead, remove that, and then move everything back one. So we can add the execute scene and the queen can execute the knight. There we go. I feel like none of this was necessary at all. I really do feel like the knight would just, you know, like give the crown back to the queen, but like, sure, whatever. The execution, isn't that literally what like all the other ones have been so far? Okay, why is there even a wedding scene this time? Like, doesn't the baron just kidnap the queen? Oh, we can't even get him to take the crown. Okay, but then I guess that the baron like forgets he kidnapped the queen and then lets her go, like thinking she's gonna be like in love with him and he's gonna get the crown. But obviously she did not forget what he did, so she has no problem executing him for his crimes. Oh, there's a way to execute the queen? Okay, so that must be why we have a wedding, actually. So obviously we have to flip it, so I think that the queen actually forgets about the kidnapping. So now she is in love with the baron and the two can get married. Oh my god. And now that the baron has a crown, he also has the power to execute somebody. And he's gonna execute his new wife. Are you kidding? Oh my god. Again, the baron completely sucks. Queen beheads all men. Okay. Wait, there's no kidnap this time. So I guess that means the baron is going to kill the queen, because that's like the only thing I can think of doing. So he pushes her off the cliff and then he takes the crown for himself. But then the queen gets revived for whatever reason. But actually, in order to get the queen or the crown back, wait, I don't think I need the baron to get the throne. How do I do this? Okay, so the baron kills the queen. I don't think the baron needs to take the throne. So I'm not going to have that happen. Instead, I am going to have the knight take the throne. So when the queen comes back, she's angry at both of these, right? I think. So how do I do this? Like, I mean, I can kill the other guys, but then they would also need to be revived so I can kill them again with the execution scene. Oh, wait, there's a wedding. So does the queen get married to the knight? Why would she do that? Oh, wait, hold on. She totally just does this to get the crown back, doesn't she? Like, look at her. She is brewing up some sort of plan right now. But now that she has a crown, I think that she's going to execute the knight, and she's also going to do the same thing to the baron because, you know, he created this whole mess in the first place. Okay, there we go. Luckily, there's only 2 men in this universe. That makes this one kind of easy. Or at least there was 2 men. Okay. Okay, we are going to do chapter 10 too, just because it's a nicer number to stop on than 9, you know? But chapter 10, Genesis. Okay, Eve rejects apple. Okay, we've got Adam and Eve again. We've got the OGs, if you will. What does this do? Oh, okay, so the snake offers an apple to Eve. Oh, and she just takes it. Okay. What does judgment do? Oh, so what even is that? Like, what is this compass? Like, is that supposed to be like God? Like, why? What? I don't totally understand this, but sure, whatever. But God, I guess, tells Adam not to eat the apple. So what if he finds out that Eve did? Oh my God. So what if we flip it? Because I don't think Adam is going to eat the apple now that he sees like what happened. So let's go ahead and make Adam eat the apple instead. So he dies and then Eve sees it. So now when Eve is tempted with the apple, she rejects it. There we go. God is happy at everyone. Okay, so I mean, is he just like happy because like they didn't eat the apples? No, he's not. He's just telling them not to do it. Okay, so let's have Adam eat the apple, and then we're gonna have Eve see Adam die again. So then she rejects the apple herself. God should be happy with Eve. And then Adam comes back. And because he's already seen what happens when he does eat the apple, he's going to reject it this time. And then we'll have the judgment scene again. And God is happy with both of them. Adam watches his love die. Okay, well, that's easy, right? Isn't it literally the same thing that we've been doing? We just need to make them fall in love first. So Adam and Eve fall in love. Look at how cute. And then Adam eats the apple. Or no, Eve eats an apple. And then Adam watches Eve die. Oh my God, look at him. He's reaching out for her and everything. Oh my God, wait, because of him? Wait, what? So maybe he needs to eat the apple first, but she can't see him die or else she's not gonna eat the apple herself. So does like Adam like tell her like, hey, apples are cool? No, that's not, they don't even mention the apple. Okay, so what happens if I, oh, okay, I see. So Adam thinks the apple is just so good, and then he's like, Eve, you have to get a bite of this. It's so good. So then they have both eaten the apple now. So now when they go get judged, Eve dies and Adam, oh wait, Adam's gonna die too, isn't he? Okay, no, that's not right. So wait, well, Adam dies first and then he comes back to life. And then because he's already faced the consequences, he's not gonna die again, but he has to watch Eve die instead. That one took so much brain power. Oh my God. And again, I literally cannot, with the way he reaches out to her. Oh my God, dude. I literally can't do this. Okay, I'm sorry. What? Friedrich takes revenge? Who the heck are you, dude? What'd you do with Adam? Okay, this is random, but I guess these two, wait, hold on. Sorry, I just realized there's a gun scene. Oh God, oh God. Please don't tell me Friedrich is gonna shoot God. What in the world? Okay, so Eve and freaking Friedrich fall in love, and then does Eve eat the apple? Does Friedrich, oh, he doesn't even take the apple. I just wanted to see what would happen. So Eve takes the apple, and then Friedrich is gonna have to watch Eve face the consequences of her actions. Stop reaching out for them. It makes me so sad. It's breaking my heart. I don't know why this is the one thing that's making me really sad for some reason. Look at him. He's so sad. Freaking Friedrich. But because he's heartbroken and is willing to do whatever it takes to get some revenge, I think that he goes and finds a gun, like what, in the fort? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's just a random freaking room with a gun in it. Like, look at all of the other scenes. They are obviously like outside somewhere. Like, there's no buildings or anything. Like, Eve doesn't even have clothes, for crying out loud. Like, what's going on in this freaking story? I don't even know. But Friedrich gets a gun somehow from somewhere. I don't know. And then does he just go and try and shoot God? What in the world is going on? You're losing me a little bit right now, game. But like, does Friedrich become God now? Like, what? Okay, but after, whatever that was, this is where I'm going to stop for today. I am absolutely loving this game so far, and I hope you guys are too. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, hitting the subscribe button, as well as the bell so you don't miss the next part of this game. I hope you all have an incredible day. I love you all so much. Bye, guys!